Alright, so here today we got something pretty cool. I wanted to show this to you because a crap ton of people requested this. That, yes, Gravedigger is now a boss, correct? And I asked around, like, hey, what do you want me to do with this? What do you want me to test? What do you want me to check out? And an insane amount of people said, first, I don't want you to use Privity. Don't use Privity. What happens when you don't use Privity, right? So I wanted to share with you that Gravedigger and other things are still possible without Privity. And yes, we're not running that level 9, whatever, because we're obviously not that stacked, all right, we don't got the mass like that, but I'm doing both those things. We're gonna see how we can kind of hold up here against Gravedigger. I recorded the entire thing, so I want to show it to you, and I'm telling you now, it's like the team is not ideal, and I still wanted to test it, and I think that for whatever it is, showing you a non-ideal team, it's actually still great. Running ANIS over here and building her is going to be a great thing. But again, it's Pilgrim Basmi is a must pull. It's up to you. Do you think that a limited character that is very powerful, very strong, almost, if you want to argue, a Pilgrim level unit, is that a must pull to you? If the answer is yes, go for it. If the answer is no, then skip it, correct? That's there. You might like the Nikke collab. That's potentially more limited than this actually is, because that may never come back. This may come back next year. We don't know too much. This game is in a state where we're just starting it. It's only been 8 months. There's been no reruns. We don't know too much, right? So again, up to you. But let's jump into it. And we'll show you this showcase of of Gravedigger. Let's hop over there. This is the video in question, and I wanted to record it. So usually I talk over my gameplay. I don't like Gravedigger. All right, I have to focus so much, and like I recorded the entire thing with audio. If you want to hear the audio, so. When I'm playing, I lean forward a little bit. I don't know if it's just me, into my monitor. A little bit. Not like up in like its grill, right? Up right there. No, I lean forward, and my mic is in front of me. So all you heard on the recording, I'm not trying to do ASMR right now, was just breathing. Because I'm leaning forward into the mic, and I'm like, I am not uploading that, right? I'm not like trying to redo that. I did it a few times, right? So I was like, I was speaking here and there. It just sounds bass boosted audio. So I'm like, I'm good. So we're doing the commentating because like you gotta focus here. There's no such thing as you just sitting there and doing whatever. It's like you gotta focus. If you want to beat Gravedigger properly, you gotta focus. Okay. So this is the team, and now people are gonna be mad at me. They're gonna be like whatever. This is the team, right? I was testing it here and there, seeing what I can kind of do with it. And I gave it a quick little refresh here. I'll try to show you the damage actually when I paused it. If I can grab the freaking damage, bro, I'll just pause it right when I pause it. Ready? Here we go. Watch this. Quick time. So I messed up here. I want to show this to you, right? So we're at 9.6 million over here for Dorothy. She's at 6 million. You're running a team over here that has no sort of cohesion due to the fact that Nor basically is not buffing ANIS. You're actually ruining ANIS, right? Because you're adding an ammo capacity to her, which she does not need. You do not want to do that, right? But people in my last video when I made that thing saying team building, they're like, oh, so now I can't team her up with Gravedigger, because remember, she buffs hit rate. Is that what she does, right? Or not hit rate, sorry. Interruption damage, right, on those parts. So do keep that in mind, which is pretty good. She's like the Gravedigger killer. If you team her up with Blanc and then any other burst 3s, you have a very, very top tier contender for destroying what is Gravedigger, right? That's there. So at the end of the day, that's there. So I pull up the passive, you're just going to read properly. Affects all enemies, deals 351% attack as damage, affects all allies with a shotgun, hit rate goes up, damage to interruption, parts go up, and then activates when full burst ends with an ally in the same squad on the battlefield, affects all allies. So this is the separate part, but again, for just Noir, not Blanc. We're not running Blanc here. I didn't want to run Blanc. I just ran Rupee and then Noir, and I still wanted to show it to you, correct? Because it's really actually pretty good. And again, if I ran Blanc, would have probably been a little bit better, but, you know, I wanted to suffer a little bit. So I wanted to show you the run, all right? We're using Scarlet also. Do keep that in mind. Again, you can basically replace Scarlet for whoever you want as the burst 3, because people said, don't use Privity, but can you maybe also use Noir to see what happens with Gravedigger? And I want to show it to you. This is what it kind of looks like. I also didn't use Blanc. I just used Noir. And for what it is, she does very good. She does. If you ran Blanc, you would have done more damage, whatnot. But again, I do think that whatever it is, if you're not buffing ANIS, she still will do great. If you're putting somebody like Noir down, yes, it's not good to run people with ammo capacity onto her. Correct? It's not. Yes. If you don't run Privity and you are running a team normal, she won't do as much damage, but she still will do great damage. Correct? That is always the point. Like Blanc is okay on her own, but together they're 10 out of 10. Yes, people keep bringing up like you lose damage, you lose this, you lose that. But remember, the game is designed to be building multiple teams. And again, in any content like this, you can run any team you want. Yes, there's always that ideal team, but I do think that ANIS is just very strong. And like, if you need a character to kind of help you clear this, I think this is it. Genuinely. It's like Blanc and Noir are just two characters that are also there. And if this works, that means that if I just replaced Rupee with Blanc, that would have been an actual better team. Yeah, and then it would also work. So if you wanted to run Blanc Noir plus ANIS, like you still can beat it with Blanc Noir on. You can definitely beat it. Now, let's say you remove Noir. Let's say you swap that in with like a Burst 3 that's a damage dealer. I think that you can also clear it. Correct? I definitely think that. So at the end of the day, we kind of went through this very simply. There we could have died, but we definitely did enough damage. So I wasn't too worried about it. And I can kind of show you the damage comparison. Is it this one that I skipped? Give it a second. Oh, so I didn't show it in that video. All right, so I did it one more time just to show us like it's not a fluke. But I didn't show the damage in that one. I showed the damage in this one though. So this is it again. Going through it. I'll port it up a bit because I don't think you really care for the gameplay a second time. But again, I'm telling you now, if you were to just run different teams, she's a strong character and she's going to be very good. And I was kind of shocked at what she kind of did here. Even though you're running a character to kind of negate her damage, and you're running another kind of DPS character who's going to swallow a lot, right? Scarlet will swallow a lot of damage. It's true. Like, look at this, all right? 13.4 million is what ANIS still pulled up. Scarlet doesn't have the greatest of gear on this account. I want to make that clear. She still did 12.9. Now again, she's getting stabbed in the back basically by Noir, right? Noir's a backstabber here because again she's raising the ammo capacity, which is not good. You do not want that. You do not want that, right? So at the end of the day, that happens, and because of that happening, yes, her damage is going to probably drop a little bit. But even running a team that is not 100% the best, yes, Noir's ult kind of, if you will, it kind of negates that due to the fact that it's a 23% increase. Not 23, but because this, again, we're like a skill 5 here, right? It's only like, what, 18, 17? A little bit below that percent increase. So again, you're not getting like the max capacity from it. But for what it is, it's still, look at this. I'm like moving the mouse around here as if I'm commentating. I wasn't even speaking. I was speaking, it's just that I cut the whole gameplay. I cannot do it. That was like, I was just breathing into my mic. But again, for what it is, I do think that I think that ANIS is a really great character, okay? Yes, I do think that if you originally ran like a different team, let's say you ran like some sort of Modernia Scarlet team. Did I break the video? I broke the video. How do you break the video? But yes, back to what I was saying. If you run some sort of like Scarlet, Modernia, then Blanc Noir, I don't know, can that even clear it anymore? That could clear it, but you want to run like Drake, Sugar. Those characters also exist. So let's say we removed Scarlet and Noir. I do wonder what Drake and Sugar can do. Because again, Sugar also is buffing your ammo capacity, which is a problem. You don't want that. But I do wonder if that can actually clear it too. But I did want to do this test. I wanted to be basically bare bones ANIS, what she can do, and just wanted to show that to you as like the pure example. As a bare bones ANIS, basically no privity and then buffing ammo capacity, she still put up a very good number, and we still cleared it very well. I do think that at the end of the day, again, a very powerful character. If you want to invest into her, it's fully up to you. But I think that even showing you as this, as again, what it is right now, I know people will be like, oh, bare bones, but you have Noir and whatnot. Even if you replace Noir for whatever character, like, I'm thinking like team comps you can kind of use here. Can Isabel work on this actually? Because she's an electric character. Guillotine can work too, dude. I want to test this actually. It's a bunch of teams I want to go through, but I want to make like a full team video, if you will. I made like my last thing being like the best units to like use with her, but I do want to test what they can do in this boss over here, because I think people still have problems with what it is as Gravedigger. Train, I don't even want to try. Train was yesterday. I didn't even attempt it because I don't know if that's gonna work. Plus I was mad busy yesterday, so I missed it. If anybody tested a Nissan Train, how'd that go? But I think that there's so many different team comps you can kind of mess around with here. If we replace Rupee with Mast, we put on Guillotine and Scarlet, that would be great. And then left ANIS over here. She's buffing whatnot. That's going to work. You can also, remember, the same team comp you can always try. It's going to work still. Is like put Privity over here. You can keep Noir, just replace Noir. Doesn't really matter. Put like Scarlet, so that just like, let's say you replace Privity over here, pretty much there. And then run the same team comp. Replace this burst with anybody you want. It works as Rupee. It works as Senti. It works as whoever. And then run that. That can also work. But yeah, I do think that it's a very powerful team. At the end of the day, I think that if we were to buff ANIS even more, we could have cleared much better. We could have done very good. So I just want to show you what a bare bones thing looks like on Gravedigger. Even running like this kind of works, right? Again, we're not running Sugar, Drake, the usual ones that I use. I felt so naked making the showcase. Sounded so sus again. But mainly, I always run with Drake or Sugar or Modernia, and then all three just got scrapped for this team here. So it felt super weird for me. But yeah, that's what I want to share with you here today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, peace out, enjoy. That's been it for me. Take care and have fun.